So if you're working with a social worker and you're not happy with the way your case is being treated, you're not happy with the way the social worker is treating you, you have the right to say, I no longer need this person. I want this person changed. Don't be scared. I don't want the things I know now. If I had known them then, I would have changed my social worker, and I would have gotten what I got earlier. I wouldn't have suffered for that. Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel again. My name is Augusta Good. Thank you guys for stopping by to watch my video. I really appreciate you guys. So guys, today I want to talk about an issue that came to me, and I've actually been dwelling on this issue. It's something that I experienced while I was with social workers, and it's also something that somebody whom indirectly speaking to is experiencing now. So I think I should bring it out because I know most people don't know what they should do when they're in a position like this. So there is this lady that is having DV problem, domestic violence problem. And then, I don't know if to say the whole story now. I don't know how I can say the whole story without bringing her nyash out. I don't know how to say the whole story. I'm going to try and twist it because I don't want her to be known. So I'll try and twist the story. So let me use my own scenario, and then I can put in a bit of her own. So when I was with social workers, when I was with social service, when I had social service involved with my family back then when I was still in my marriage, like I told you guys in my last video, I had 3 social workers, at different time, different seasons. So the last one actually was the one who took me out. So I've got 3 social workers. The first one was okay. I don't know what happened. She closed the case. The second one was the bad one. Yes, in fact, when I finished with this, when I was dealing with the second one, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take my fate the way I say it. I'm going to stay here. I know that there is no hope for me because of the way the social worker treated me. I can't be telling the story now. It's going to be too long. I said, I'm going to take my fate like as it is. I'm going to stay here. I don't have a choice because it seems like this social worker, first, does not believe me. 2, she does not like me. The first thing the social worker told me was, you say the man is treating you like this, the man is doing this, the man is doing that. And you sat there and you had 4 children for the man. Yeah. If you're living in the UK, that's one, because in the UK is a privileged society. So living in the UK with all the what's it called, support and everything, you would think it's easy to just step out from your marriage. Unlike we that were living in Nigeria. We all know that it's more difficult for a woman in Nigeria to step out from a marriage than a woman in the UK. So she said, he's this, he's that, he's this, but you had 4 children. You sat down there and you had 4 children for him. I felt like, how does that correlate? And then there was another thing she said again. When she came, you know, social workers, some of them will have to come to your house to do their assessment. When she came to the house, she entered my room. She looked everywhere. She said, you are, what's the word she used? I can't remember the word verbatim, but she actually suggested that I am living in luxury. I am living big. I should be okay with where I am living in because there are some women who can't get this, who doesn't have this. So I shouldn't complain. I know something like that. That's what she meant. And then from when I got the report from the social worker, because let me tell you guys this, for all of you, any of you that are involved with social workers, know this today, that if you ever go to court, those papers, their reports, everything they have used with you, we have to get to court. So it was when we were going to court, and social service was asked to bring their own papers, that was where I saw that this lady wrote against me. She wrote against me, closed the case without my knowledge, and just like that, until I got the third social worker. That one, the way I got that one, I don't know. I didn't choose that one, but I actually went to, when I was still with the second social worker, I was attending one course like that. They call it Freedom Program. It was social service also that actually enrolled me into the course. It's called Freedom Program. That place, they will teach you about abuse, how the abuse, all those kind of things. That's what they teach us there. And we were about 12 ladies that were attending that program. So it was there I complained about the social worker. And then, and I said, I'm going to remain like that. That it's obvious that social service is not going to be able to help me and all that. But somebody there said, no, don't give up. Still continue. Still, you can ask for another. But I was scared, like, how do I ask for another? Won't that one support their colleague? You know, I don't understand the system then. Won't that one support their colleague? And I know they are beg, that one go support this one. They will all be against me. They don't believe me. Some of them hardly believe you. They don't believe me. They will be against me. So I was helpless and I decided to stay there. So getting the third social worker, I went to Brent. That's our bureau there. The Brent Council. That's what our council is. I went to Brent and I called them and I said, in fact, I was just crying. Like, I was just crying. That was how the third one was assigned to me. This third one she's not a British by birth. Is that the right word to use now? She's from Asia, but she's British. So, I don't know if you understand. She's not like Oyibo Briton, but she's from Asia, but she's British. She get British paper. She's a social. She's a social worker here. So now let's go back to this other lady that made me to come and do this video. So somehow, I got this lady's issue on my table. This lady, I'm going to try and twist her story so that whoever knows her will not understand I'm talking about her. This lady was with her man. She came in. She didn't come in with the right visa. The man did not do the right visa for her to come in. It was not a spousal visa. So she did not come in with the right visa. On getting in here, she did not leave. You know, when you come in with the visa that is not supposed to be used, you're not supposed to stay more than 6 months. You're supposed to leave. On getting in here, she stayed more than 6 months. I think the man was promising here and there. And then she decided to, like, wait and see if there will be any hope. She stayed more than 6 months. Now, her paper has spoiled. She cannot go out. If she goes out, she cannot come in. And she has a child who is a British child. The child is a British child. But both the man and the woman, they are Nigerians. But one of them are British. So, now she's in the country. Her child is here, but her paper don't spoil. So, she does not have recourse to public fund. So it will be difficult for social service or social worker or even the government to help because she does not have recourse to public fund. Now she's trapped in a domestic violence case. Now she has a social worker who she feels is not working well for her. The social worker is not being fair. The social worker she feels does not like her. Now she is not sure if to continue with the social worker or to be stubborn or whatever she should do. And then my own reply, and you know, I'm trying to think because I don't want to give the story straight so that people that know her will not understand that it's a story that I'm talking about. So my own reply to this is, because I know some other ladies may be in this position where you have a social worker, where you have a school teacher, anybody when the authority that is working on your case, you can actually change them if you don't want them. If you think your child is not happy in a particular class and you want a change, speak to the head teacher. Speak to the school. Send an email. After speaking, I always say this to people. When you say something to anybody, please try to back it up with an email, because an email will be like an evidence. You have to write something like something like, hello, whoever, thank you for speaking to me on this issue this morning or this afternoon. However, I want to say this, that, like we spoke in the afternoon, this is that, this is this. That suggests that you and this person have spoken before. You and this person has met before. This was what you said. This was what you did not say. And this is what you're going to do. Follow up. Always try to do it. If you just speak to them and you did not back it up with an email, it will be your word against their word. There will be no evidence to show if anything goes wrong. There will be no evidence to show that that was what you guys did. Okay, that happens. Now, if you have anybody, say your child school teacher, whoever, your school teacher, the teacher or something, and you're not happy with how things are going, speak to the head teacher. If possible, your child will be changed. Somehow, something will happen. They will do something about it. If you're working with a social worker, particularly social worker, because social worker and then go write story when they go carry go court. Now then go write story when they go take make decision for your life, for your future. So you can say, I don't want my social worker anymore. Now you say, who do I tell? You can write to your bureau, your counsel. There must be a letter. There must be a correspondence that you can copy, maybe number or email from, to say, can I speak to this? Can I speak to the manager? Can I speak to that? And you say, I don't want this person anymore. You give your reasons why you're not happy to work with the person anymore. Let me shock you. Do you know that while we were in court for our children's whatever, my ex said he doesn't want the judge anymore. Yes, he said he doesn't want this judge to handle his case because of this, because of that, because of that. And he was changed. In fact, the whole court was changed. We were supposed to be in court in a particular city. They changed it from that city to another city because he said he doesn't want that judge to handle his case. A judge, yes. So I am telling you now, because I have been here, so I can hold the light for you to go through that route. So I'm telling you now that if you're not happy with whoever is handling your case, being it the school teacher, being it social worker, social service, whoever, you can change them. Say you don't want this person anymore. You don't want the person anymore. Give your reason, except if your reason is not good, it's not genuine, it's not cogent, it's not okay. That is when they may not respond. But if your reasons are strong enough, look at that woman that lost her child, a toddler. The child, the woman came in with a visitor visa. She was in the country. She had 2 children. One became sick. She had to be in the hospital. Normally, you cannot take a child that is well with another sick child into the hospital. So she was looking for somebody to take care of that child. Social service was involved in their case. She told the social worker that if they can adopt, like keep the child with them for a few period of time while she's in the hospital, so that when she comes out, she can come get the child back. Social worker said she does not have recourse to public fund, so they don't have fund to do that. Now, the child was given to another lady that she met in the mosque. A stranger to her, she doesn't really know that lady. And then the child was playing in the garden. There is a bin with water inside. The child go head in and the child drowned inside this thing. Okay, when it comes to issues like this, you don't have recourse to public fund. But when you're picking, they will come for that child. When you do something to the child and it is time for them to step and bang your door and tell you that you have done something to the child and they want to take the child, there will be recourse to public fund to handle the child. But when you need help, they will say, we don't have recourse to public fund. Now, she spoke to just her social worker. At the end of the day, she has lost that child. Whatever happens to that social worker, she has lost that child, right? If she had the opportunity, or if she knows the right thing to do, or if she was strong enough, she would have said, I need a different social worker, or I want to speak to the manager, or I want to speak with this, I want to speak with that. You know, when cases, what I understand with these people, social workers, doctors, nurses, those people that handles issues, cases like this, what they try to do is, they don't want it to be that when there is an investigation later, it will look like it was them that did not do the right thing that caused that negative, whatever, that damage. So everybody tried to cross their T's and dot their I's. If she had written a letter, an email, and copy this, maybe she write an email to her social worker, she will copy the manager, she will copy, don't blind copy, or you know there's BCC, that's blind copy, there is CC, that's copy. Let them know that you have copied these people in this email. Now, that email, now that is not showing that if anything should happen, I have written to everybody in charge. If anything should happen, you people will be held responsible. That way, see, back it up with prayers. Things will change for your sake. When you do these things, don't just do it. Back them up with prayers. Things will change for your sake. Even if you are not recourse to public fund will come. One kind. They go bring the money, come out. They go bring the money. When I went to the refuge, yes, I have recourse to public fund, but I was not on benefit or anything. I did not feel any benefit paper. There was no money from anywhere. If you have been following me on YouTube, you know that I've been saying, I used to say that when I left with practically nothing. I don't have money. But you know that the council were giving me £20 every week. I don't have recourse to, I don't have public fund. Where was that money coming out from? Somewhere. Yes, back it up with prayer. Ask for mercy. Ask for grace. That God should show mercy. So that mountain will move for your sake. You understand? I know, yeah, they don't do it for this, they don't do it. What about it? May just come to your turn and they will just do it because of you. Because of you. Normally, what's it called? In this Bible story, Esther and his husband and name, Haman, whatever, Haman and the rest. Whatever has been sealed with the king's ring, that story not they change again. But Esther prayed and it was changed. Her people were allowed to go and fight and save themselves. Even the God who they serve like this, he sent a prophet, say, go and tell that king to prepare his household, to prepare his house, because he is going to, I'm going to unlife him. The guy said, no, he faced the war. He said, lie. He began to remind God, I did this, I did that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You can't do this, you can't. Before the prophet got home, the Lord sent him. God sent him back again to the king and said, go and tell him I'm giving him extra this and that years. Decrees can change for your sake. Laws can change for your sake. If you believe, if you have the faith, if you can pray, if you can speak positivity, even if you cannot pray, just speak positive word. God, for my sake, let this change. You can change your social worker. You can change anybody. You can change things. Don't let one person, we don't like you, carry pen and spoil your life. Because whatever that social worker writes or wrote, if they take it to the court, the judge is going to work with that. Lawyers are going to work with that. Even your lawyer cannot argue too much again because it's already written there. You cannot be saying, yeah, social worker does not like me. How you wanted to talk? Please address it where it is. Address it. And before I go, I'll soon leave. Before I leave, I need to say this. If you travel to the UK, maybe you were deceived into the UK, maybe you came into the UK with your husband, whatever, don't let the paper spoil. Instead of the paper to spoil, you go and come back. That woman should have left. If it's me, she should have left. Leave the child for the man if that's the problem. Leave the child for the man. The man cannot seize your child. Leave the child for... So long as it's inside the UK, you will still collect the child. Because the child is an infant. Now, small picking. So you will still get the child. Because it's... Now, mama, they whole picking for you. You leave the child for the man. You go so that you step out. Stay like 1 week and come back again. Then you'll be stamped out and you'll be stamped in. Now you have another 6 months to come and fight. Don't sit down for your document to get spoiled too. Don't let any man spoil your paper. Don't sit down for your document to get spoiled. I do amo. My own almost spoiled. I left. Oga was angry that he know. Now he sabi. He angry. Vex. Lock us outside. Oh, I don't come outside. Sha, I don't come outside. So when I'm coming in again, they are stamping me afresh. Don't see, you and your husband, you will quarrel and you will settle, but you cannot quarrel and settle with immigration. it go hard. So on no account must you sit down and be watching. My oga say, my husband say, your people will come and spoil. Don't do it. Because you see that peace where you dey find, that peace may not come at the end of the day. So that at the end of the day, now the marriage has spoiled, the paper has spoiled. Maybe at the end of the day, she had left. The marriage will spoil, but the paper will not spoil. But now she has lost the two. And if she's not careful, she will still lose the child. Because she does not have recourse to public fund. The child is British, the man is British. Are you seeing it? And please, guys, speak to people. Talk to people. No, they hide until go come red. Speak to people. Yes, some will laugh you. Look for people who will not laugh at you. Speak to people. Ask questions. Go to Google is your friend. YouTube like this. If you type all this kind of thing on YouTube, videos like mine will come up and you'll be educated. You'll know the right thing to do. Don't sit down and be waiting for this man. It is well with all of you in Jesus' name. I will talk and show. Una do, una enjoy. Una bye-bye. Take care of yourselves and happy Christmas.